glad you can meet me. I really needed to talk to you about this in person.
I'm always here for you. I also figured you'd reconsider once you had a good night's sleep.
Why would you say that?
Well, when Patrick and I talked about moving forward with the divorce, you disagreed.
Patrick had no right to put a timetable on my divorce, much less involve you.
I hear you. You made that very clear. And then you called me an hour later and said that you wanted to go through with it. So okay. I'm concerned that your flip-flopping means that you're not really sure about this. So what happened between when I left and that phone call?
I found out some information that could break Elizabeth and Jason up, and I want a divorce as quick as possible, so I'm not tempted to use it.
What have you found out that could blow up Elizabeth and Jason?
Elizabeth knew that Jake was really Jason basically this entire time.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of questions in there right now. I'm just trying to figure out which should be the first one.
Yeah, Patrick had questions, too.
Such as?
What does Elizabeth lying to Jason and basically stealing his entire life have to do with Patrick and me?
And what was your answer?
I couldn't come up with one, Mom. That's why I called you about fast-tracking the divorce. I am convinced that Elizabeth has been lying to Jason, but why should I have to put my life on hold for that? What does it matter, you know? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that it matters to you. A lot.
Ever since I heard Jake say that Elizabeth and Laura were keeping a secret about his father, I put finding the answers ahead of everything else, including Patrick. And when he called me out on it, I could see what I was doing from his perspective.
So what did that look like?
Like I was best stealing it. That if Jason found out, he would leave Elizabeth, and that would leave us married. And if that didn't work out, I had Patrick as a consolation prize. It's so bad. Mom, I hurt him so bad.
And that's when you called her.
Yes. I want a divorce. I want this to end. I want to be with Patrick. End of story.
Good. That answers all my questions except this one. When Jason finds out what Elizabeth did, are you sure that's not going to change things between you and Patrick?
Hi.
I never got the pleasure of meeting you when you were Jake Doe. So now that you are Jason Morgan, may I just say that it is lovely to see you again. You were always my favorite client.
Right. As I explained in my message.
Yes, your memory is compromised. I understand. Carly went to great lengths to explain it to me, as did Spinelli. They're both very concerned about you.
You discussed my personal business with Spinelli and Carly?
Absolutely not. They talked. I listened. I'm on your retainer, so your private affairs are your own. May I?
Yeah, sorry, come on.
Well, I have prepared a complete statement as to the disposition of your assets. Naturally, you left the bulk of everything. Thank you. That's okay, I've got it. To Sam and Michael, but you provided substantial trusts for Carly's other children, Jocelyn and Morgan. Now, your estate remains intact, which means that nothing has been sold off, nothing has been broken up. So you regaining control is simply a matter of vacating the legal certificate of death.
So once I'm officially alive, I just receive this money?
Yes, well, it's a great deal of money. And you also own a penthouse, 40% of Corinthos Coffee, including all of its holdings. And there is the matter of your offshore assets.
Okay.
Naturally, your name does not appear on any of those accounts